dream of fairies and princesses? Then you've come to the right place. Welcome to Disney Coast to Coast.
Hey folks, and welcome to Disney Coast to Coast, the ultimate unofficial Disney fan podcast. I'm Jeff DePaoli.
And I'm PatrickzFilms.
I like your little head. You're like a head bobble today.
Yeah.
A bobblehead. Maybe we should make some Patrick bobbleheads. You know who we haven't talked about in a while?
Who's that?
Neil Patrick Harris.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like, enough episodes have gone by, we got to mention him.
Sure.
Because he's back in the Disney news. Yes, indeed. If you didn't hear, did you hear?
Neil Patrick Harris is back in the Disney news. I heard it right now.
Oh, excellent. Well, he is going to be the master of ceremonies for the Walt Disney Family Museum Gala, which, obviously...
San Francisco.
Actually, it's at Disney, California. Disney's Grand California.
Disney Grand California.
The museum is in San Francisco, but they're actually holding this big gala at Disney's Grand Californian Hotel on November 1st. Are you going to go?
Sounds pricey.
Probably, yes. I don't know what the price is, but it's an event that's honoring Marty Sklar, who, if you don't know, ran Imagineering for a really long time. He's the only person, I believe, that has been to the opening of all 11 Disney parks, which is kind of the coolest thing ever.
Casual.
Yeah, right. It's kind of like... That's a dream.
Yeah.
I mean, he worked with Walt Disney on Disneyland. That's crazy. So that's pretty cool. He's receiving the Diane Disney Miller Lifetime Achievement Award. And here's the best part of this. This made me laugh a tremendous amount. If you're attending this event, you get a special presentation of World of Color. Celebrate.
Oh, no.
Can you believe that?
No thanks.
I was like, that has to be a typo, and I looked in several different...
World of Color, I feel like they just have a button that's just like, World of Color Celebrate.
Yeah.
Well, there's like,
Totally.
Oh, boop, this one.
That's what it is.
It's crazy.
I just think that's hilarious that NPH is the MC, and he's like, and how about my walk at the end of this thing? So,
And then you get to ride California Screamin'.
yeah, you get to, oh my God, Beyond California Screamin' while World of
Neil
Color
Patrick
is
Harris
happening.
just stands over the banister and yells his audio instead.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Is that what he says?
Something, yeah, what's
Something
one
like
of
that.
them? It's
Get ready, screamers! Yeah. So that's funny, but yeah, he's back in the Disney news, ladies and gentlemen. It's been far too long.
I mean, he's been at World of Color since
It's true.
September 5th.
Yeah, I really did laugh a lot, though, when I read that World of Color Celebrate is back for one night only. Now, that is not such a selling point right there. It's like, I gotta go to the gala for that. It's fantastic. But in any case, moving on from there, it's almost Halloween.
Yeah.
Which means it's time for Christmas news.
Yeah. Pretty much.
I actually have been like singing Christmas carols like out of nowhere. I'll just like, let's hear the sleigh bells, and I'm like, what am I doing? Like, I just started going to haunts. What am I doing? And then I realized it's because I'm reading so much Disney Christmas news. It's just crazy.
The only time I'm singing Christmas carols is because it's a haunt based on Christmas. Or Nightmare Before Christmas.
Krampus.
Yeah.
Krampus style.
Or Nightmare Before Christmas.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Well, there are some changes coming to the Disneyland Resort for the holidays. They're going to be happening from November 10th to January 8th, which is kind of long.
Yeah.
I thought it would end January 2nd, but it's extending for a little bit.
Well, most of us don't have the Signature Plus pass.
That's true.
That includes the 2 weeks of Christmas because that's not like an extra $100 for just 2 weeks.
I think it's more than that, isn't it? It's a couple
like
hundred.
$150.
Okay.
I'm not gonna be here somewhere.
But exactly. But but we'll be able to experience all this Christmas. I mean, it starts November 10th.
Yeah,
so
November.
Plenty early. But speaking of World of Color,
it's changing.
We're gonna more World of Color Winter Dreams.
Yeah, Winter Dreams.
World of Color Season of Light.
Season of Light.
How you doing tonight?
I gotta celebrate the season.
Season of Light. Let's hope this goes better than Rivers of Light. Yeah.
Again, it's just another button. So
just another
nothing
button.
can go.
I'm sure. Yeah, you're. Let me tell you, if I were the person who worked on these projects,
literally,
listening to this, I'd be so angry at you now.
If you walk into a World of Color control booth, it's just a panel with like 5 buttons. It's like World of Color Original, World of Color Celebrate, Winter Dreams, the new one, season
the new one.
Something.
Season of Light.
Season of Light.
I actually think it would be kind of cool if there was like World of Color rotation, and you just kind of didn't know what show you get. Now, I'm saying that as a local annual pass holder. I think that would be fun. If I were vacationing, I'd be livid if that were the reality. But how funny would that be? And then Celebrate starts and the crowd just disperses. Oh man, we're really angering some World of Color Celebrate fans out there, but
they're like the one of you.
Our apologies. But yeah, Season of Light. I mean, this is cool. I'm happy. Winter Dreams ran for 2 years?
2 Christmases.
Because last Christmas there was no winter show, or was there?
No, there was.
There was. They got rid of Celebrate for the winter show. That's right. And then it came back. Yeah.
Well, they played both during Christmas. They did 2 showings. One was the Christmas show, one was Celebrate.
Oh, so it was like my random idea.
Well, it was planned. Yeah, because my parents came and were like, "No, we're going to see the Christmas one. We're not going to show you World of Color Celebrate. You don't need to see that one."
So, Winter Dreams, I mean, admittedly, I think was pretty much World of Color Frozen. It was mostly Frozen stuff. This one, they're saying that they're going to have a lot of Christmas carols and stuff, and we're going to see a lot of moments from Disney's films. I would assume much less Frozen than World of Color. Winter Dreams?
Maybe.
So that's cool. I remember, was it like in the earlier years when they didn't have a Christmas show, they just put like a little tag at the beginning of Prep and Landing. Oh. Do you remember that?
No.
You know Prep and Landing,
I don't think I was.
Maybe you weren't here.
No, because I saw when it was a Christmas show.
It was like they'd start it and it was like chestnuts roasting on an open fire, and they'd show like the fire log, and then it was like the beginning of Prepping Landing, like right at the beginning. And then like if I'm remembering correctly, like it went like static, like, and then it just like went into the normal show. It was a fun little cute thing. But I'm happy to have a holiday show, and yeah,
hoping because it's like just around the time of Moana, maybe we'll like throw some Moana in there.
Not sure how much that has to do with Christmas.
Anything can happen.
Anything can happen.
Anything can happen.
I don't know what that song is. I just made that up.
There you go.
There we go.
New writer right here.
Yep, there we go. If somebody uses that, I would like residuals.
Copyright.
Thank you. So yeah, World of Color, Season of Light, some other new things. Festival of Holidays, which is celebrating holiday festivals around the world. This is over at Disney California Adventure.
Yes.
Sounds very Epcot-y.
Well, they always have like the Mexican Viva Navidad.
Yeah, they have that. This is an extension of that.
Because Elena of Avalor is coming.
Oh, you're excited.
Yeah, I love it.
Wow.
I know. I've never watched it.
It's just a new meet and greet. Which we have another one to talk about later on, which I'm very curious to hear your thoughts on. But yeah, so Elena of Avalor is going to be part of this, and after this ends, she's going to stay. She's going to stay at DCA.
But yeah, they're going to push her probably towards Hollywood.
Yeah, most likely. This is cool. I gotta tell you, I've never done the Viva Navidad thing. So I'm really like, it's always on my plans to do it, and then I'm like, oh, ran out of time again.
I gotta check it out. I usually do it towards the end. Oh, excuse me.
Patrick's
Viva
tired.
Navidad. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. They have like a little mini parade.
I'll take your word for it because, like I said, never done it. So I will promise I will check out the festivals around the world. Yeah. But it does remind me of Epcot.
A little bit.
Does Epcot do something like that?
Oh my god! Yeah, every country.
Oh, they have like their own Santa, don't they?
Yeah, every country at every pavilion they show you how each country celebrates the season.
Can we just change the name of Disney California Adventure? Can that just happen? Like, can we just accept it and move on?
Disney Adventure.
Disney
theme park.
Let's just call it like a Disney theme park.
A Disney Adventure.
A Disney sure.
A Disney Adventure.
An Epcotian, Marvelish, Pixar
Adventure Studios.
No, it's not even a studio.
Adventures by Disney.
Adventures by Disney? Oh, okay. That has a nice ring to it. Let's go with that one. What else is happening at Christmas time?
Everything is coming back to Disneyland.
Very excited about
because the 60th took over last year. We are finally getting... A Christmas Fantasy is coming back like last year, but we're finally getting a Christmas fireworks show.
I know.
It's stuck in my head. But also they're doing the snowfall that they do nightly, a couple of times a night.
Yeah.
That they canned last year as well. So
yeah, I
assume also because. Well, I don't know. How tall are the...
We're talking about the wreaths on Main Street?
Yeah.
I know. I'm curious,
Are they coming back? They should be coming back. Well, no, Paint the Night's coming back for holiday.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't think... Yeah, because it's too tall.
Yeah, I gotta say I missed it a lot.
The wreaths.
Because we didn't get the replacements like Florida did. Florida got the hook replacements for the wreaths. If you don't know what we're talking about, normally they hang garlands and wreath across Main Street, but because of the height of the Frozen float in Paint the Night, they had to cut it.
Same thing happened
with the
Walt
dragon.
Disney World because of Festival of Fantasy.
Yeah, so Walt Disney World had a nice replacement of the hooks. We got nothing. And it did feel a little like under decorated, in my opinion. I don't know, maybe it's just me.
Well, we don't have the 60th this year,
But to be fair, we didn't have the snow and stuff in the castle. So there was like kind of a lot of stuff last year that was...
Everything's coming back.
So I am very excited about seeing snow in the castle again.
Yeah.
Like, I'm stoked about that. So that's fun. That we also believe in holiday magic fireworks, which that's been a couple years as well. How funny that just 1 year it goes away and we're like, I miss it so much. Except for the Main Street Electrical Parade. That goes away from...
We don't miss it. We don't miss it.
That goes away for many years. And we're like,
Bye-bye.
stay away.
Go away.
Heading back to DCA for just a second. Santa is going to a new location. Did you hear where?
Well, in Disneyland?
No, at Disney California Adventure.
Oh, he was in Elias.
He was in Elias and Company. Did you hear where he's going?
Let me guess.
Guess. I think it's a great place for him.
Is it? I don't know.
He's replacing Ursula in Little Mermaid, and you get to go in there. No, that's not it.
Is it gonna be like somewhere in?
It's someplace that isn't super crowded usually, but it's in the park and
Wilderness Adventure.
The Redwood Creek Challenge Trail.
Oh my God! Is he really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I just guessed.
Yeah. That should have been tonight's trivia. It's all right.
I got it right.
Kind of right. You kind of gave it a name.
The Wilderness Trail.
The Redwood Creek Challenge Trail. Yeah, Santa's going in there. And I think that makes, I think that's actually smart because it gets people further into the park.
Where would he go? Where did he go? Did he just get canned from Disneyland?
No, he's in Critter Country. He's basically where Winnie the Pooh doesn't mean great.
Yeah.
I'm still not, I got to tell you, I'm not over Big Thunder Ranch being gone. I really miss Big Thunder Ranch.
I don't even go that way anymore. So.
Well, you can't. It's all blocked off.
I know.
I missed the passage to go to Fantasyland as well. It's really upsetting. But in any case, so yeah, Santa moved, Sleeping Beauty's Winter Castle returns, as you said, Believe in Holiday Magic Fireworks returns, Christmas Fantasy Parade, Small World is getting their holiday version, Jingle Cruise, Haunted Mansion Holiday will still be there, lots of repeats, lots of new. I'm ready for Christmas. How about you?
No.
No?
I still wait a couple months.
Okay. So you're not singing Christmas carols yet?
No.
But by the end of tonight, you're gonna be singing in your head, bum ba dum bum ba dum bum bum ba dum bum bum.
You just sang the whole song right there, and then it loops
until there's a weird pause, and then starts again. Ding 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 ding. Love it. I would really like an update to that parade.
Yes, please.
Really like an update. Yes. And replacing Goofy with, what's her name? Vanellope will not be enough. Yeah. That will not be enough.
They took Duffy off and put, Donald up there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's fine. But that's not enough.
That was the update.
Not enough. Anyway, shall we move on from Christmas?
Let's do it.
Okay. Doctor Strange.
Yes.
Sneak peek coming to the parks.
Yes.
Are you excited about Doctor Strange?
I am pretty excited for Doctor Strange. So excited that I signed up for a 10K.
Is it a Doctor Strange
it's
10K?
It's a Doctor Strange 10K.
So this is a new thing.
Well, no, it's part of the Marvel Superhero Half Marathon Weekend. So they have a 5K, which is Captain America themed. A 10K, which is Doctor Strange themed, because it's the weekend after it comes out. And then just the regular half.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Because I know that Orlando, did you see the auditions? They're auditioning people for Doctor Strange Meet.
Over in Epcot.
Well, there's been no word. The audition was for a limited engagement for someone to play Doctor Strange.
I do think they'll definitely...
It's going to be this fall. When's the 10K?
It's in November.
Okay.
It's right after the movie comes... the week after the movie comes out.
So maybe they're doing that here as well.
Usually, I'm 90% sure they'll probably be, because they, even during the half marathon weekends, they have characters so they don't, Black Widow will come out and all that.
That's such a weird job, though. To think that you're hired for a weekend for something.
They They just pull already staffed people.
It's
happens all the time for marathons.
So is Walt Disney World having any type of similar marathon?
No. Well, their next one is Epcot Wine and Dine.
So I wonder what Doctor Strange will be doing in Walt Disney World.
Maybe he'll just be there.
Interesting. Limited engagement this fall. Keep your eye out. That is not an official announcement. They're officially auditioning people, but there has been no announcement about where, when, how, whatever. But keep your eye out for that. But as we did say, there is an official announcement about a Doctor Strange sneak peek starting October 7th, which is a little bit over a month before the movie comes out.
Yes.
At Disney California Adventure, you're going to see it in the Sunset Showcase Theater, which is basically Muppet Vision 3D. Mm-hmm. And over at Walt Disney World, it's in One Man's Dream at Disney's Hollywood Studios.
Yes.
So whatever happened to the Drew Carey Sounds Dangerous space where they used to hold? Because for a long time, they were having those special screenings there. So did they do anything to it?
I feel like that's the check-in area for the Jedi training.
Oh, all right. If anybody in Florida knows, I'd be curious to know whatever happened in that space, because they were for a long time doing these screenings in there.
And wasn't a big theater. It wasn't a big theater.
But I mean, those sneak peeks generally don't have a ton of people either. So, to me, it's just sad that One Man's Dream, that film clip of Walt, isn't playing. So I'd rather see it at that unused space than in One Man's Dream, but I'm sure numbers are low or something. A little earlier, we mentioned the Main Street Electrical Parade.
Yes.
And since that's going away, you know what else is going away?
What?
The dining package.
Good.
So good. So that means Festival of Fantasy is getting a dining package.
Which is you'll see it and then you'll go eat?
I think it's an earlier meal as well. This starts on October 10th. It's replacing the Main Street.
Oh, well, but is it...
It's a 45...
are they going to double parades when Main Street leaves?
I haven't heard anything about that, no.
Then
I don't know.
I was going to say a 3 p.m. parade? And you have a dining package?
You could do lunch.
I guess.
It's $45 at Tony's in Town Square, which I love Tony's. I wish Tony's had breakfast again, because you had the best breakfast.
They have to go to double parades.
Maybe.
Because that's the only parade left.
Yeah. So now, correct me if I'm wrong, Walt Disney World, the parade starts in Frontierland and goes down Main Street, and they loop backstage?
Yeah, and it always steps off at Frontierland.
Okay, so they don't need to go.
It doesn't go the other way.
Interesting. So yeah, the $45, that's actually not bad for prime viewing and a meal at Tony's, a full course meal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just think it's funny. They're like, oh no, they've probably made the decision. Let's get rid of Main Street. Oh no, we're losing money now on dining packages.
But who paid for the Main Street dining package?
The people love it. Come on, people love
Festival of Fantasy.
I'm actually very surprised that they didn't have a dining package until now.
I really want to see Festival of Fantasy at night now. Imagine Maleficent, the
Bring the fire.
At night? Heck yeah.
Yeah, I'd be for that. I would not be against that at all.
No.
So now on to some interesting news, and the sad truth is I thought of you immediately when I read this, because it's a character meet and greet with the Coca-Cola Bear.
Oh yes, I've seen this.
This is so weird.
What?
This is just
Have you
weird.
never heard of this?
I just think it's weird that it's a Disney. I mean, it's a Disney Springs.
Yeah.
There's apparently a Coke store.
Yes.
Are you excited?
Yes.
I think he's 7 feet tall. So this is
Have you never seen it an interaction with the Disney? It is the greatest interaction ever. It blinks. It moves his mouth in different ways. It is the coolest character.
He kind of reminded me of a white version of the Bear in the Big Blue House.
Yeah.
That's kind of...
Yeah, he's always in... the only other place I believe you could have met him was at the bottling plant in Atlanta, how they have that huge one over there. But now since they have the Coke store in Disney Springs, he's coming, and he is awesome.
Where did you see him? Just video, or you've seen him live?
I've seen a bunch of videos from the Atlanta one, but also they've been doing some previews of him at Disney Springs.
And now you understand why you're the first person I thought of when I heard about this.
He's awesome.
Okay.
It's great. I can't wait to meet him.
Who are you more excited for, the Coke Bear or Elena of Avalor?
Honestly, the Coke Bear. Sorry, Elena.
It's amazing. Do you get a free Coke or anything? No, probably not.
I don't need one. I just
But
need a hug.
You just need a hug.
Yeah.
Oh, Pat.
No, from the Coke Bear.
Oh, from the Coke Bear.
Yes,
All right.
don't hug me.
Sorry. Let's say, yeah, I'm glad you enjoy that.
Yeah.
That's happening in late September. So
Although I've seen previews now.
he's being worked. He's practicing.
Mm-hmm.
So
He's getting used to the climate of Florida.
Yes, good. I like that. They should put that in their marketing.
I used to be a character attendant.
That's very good. So you know how to make up like BS excuses for stuff?
Oh, he's going to take an ice bath. He'll be right back in 30 minutes.
All right, nice. Let's see. What else happened? Oh, Aladdin on Broadway.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool. Got a nice little surprise on September 9th.
Mm-hmm.
Did you hear James Corden showed up?
He did.
If you don't know who James Corden is, he's the host of, what is it, The Late Late Show?
Late Show.
On CBS?
Yes.
Yeah. Great late night talk show host. Love him. Actually, well, our viewers would know him from Into the Woods. He was the baker in Disney's.
Or everyone probably know him from just Carpool Karaoke.
Carpool Karaoke. There you go. That's correct. Yeah, he was in Aladdin during the Friend Like Me number on September 9th. Now, did you hear how this came about?
He's part of a Britain show where he's like a
Britain show.
And then he like got it.
Yeah, so there was a reality show competition in England. He's British, if you don't know. And he competed for this, and he won. Mm-hmm. He actually has a Tony Award for a play he did called One Man, Two Governors. And he played like a game show host in Aladdin during the Friend Like Me number. And apparently they got quite an ovation when he was there. They had to like pause the show for a few seconds and then continue. And I love James Corden. I was very tickled when I read this news. So that's cool. Speaking of like epic performances, we've mentioned this on the show.
Uh-huh.
Beauty and the Beast had a 25th anniversary screening in New York City.
Yes, it did.
And there was a surprise at the end.
There was.
Angela Lansbury,
Mrs. Potts,
in her 90s, came out with Alan Menken on the piano.
And sang Beauty and the Beast.
It's all accurate. That is correct.
And it sounded exactly the same.
I wouldn't say exactly, but it sounded
exactly
fantastic. My goodness, what a moment. I had actually heard some little rumors that something special was going to happen that night. And yeah, that's cool.
That happened. Also, Belle and Beast were there.
Belle and Beast showed up, yep, from the parks.
Casual. All up in New York.
Yeah, all in New York City. I think they make, like, characters make appearances at the Disney stores, don't they?
Do.
So they may have been, hanging out.
Visiting.
Chillaxing.
Catching some shows on Broadway.
Catching some Broadway, probably The Lion King.
Mm-hmm. Prepping for their revival.
Yeah, right. And so, yeah, I mean, did you watch the video?
I did.
God, it was beautiful. It was just...
She just strutted out there. She was like, I'm here, y'all.
Well, here's what's amazing. Like I said, she's in her 90s,
Mm-hmm.
and she walks so well, which is a ridiculous thing to say. But I'm sorry, like, I know people in their 60s who don't walk as well as Angela Lansbury. She is Mrs. Potts. There was a recent quote, I guess, that came out where Alan Menken said something that probably it got blown out of proportion, but he said something like Emma Watson for him is Belle now. Like, she is so perfect in the role. She is Belle, which basically means he relates her to Belle more than Paige O'Hara, the original voice, which is like such a terrible thing to say, but at the same time, like, he probably just said it not even thinking.
Yeah.
But I don't think anybody would ever say that anybody like Angela Lansbury is Mrs. Potts. Emma Thompson is not gonna ever be like anyone's Mrs. Potts, I don't think. Angela Lansbury is perfection in that role. And yeah, they told a fun story when we went to the 25th anniversary screening here in LA about apparently when Angela Lansbury was flying in to sing and record Beauty and the Beast for the film, she had, a bunch of layovers and
delayed a bunch.
A ton.
And then she finally made it to New York, and Don Hahn was like, no, you know what, it was like, we'll push back a day, rest, and she's just like, no, I'll come in. And she came in, and she sang in, ended up using the very first take that she sang.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
That's a pro right there. So, and she can still do it.
Yeah,
So
obviously.
rock on, Angela Lansbury, and what a special treat for those. We didn't get that at the Los Angeles.
We saw her though.
We did see her. She was there, and
But she
I think we had a
didn't
lot more people involved in the film
yeah.
at ours. But yeah, pretty phenomenal. But yeah, I love that. And speaking of Disney animated films, Moana trailer.
Moana, the first official trailer.
Yeah, full length official trailer.
Not a teaser.
What'd you think of this?
It looks so much fun.
I gotta be honest. It made me less interested in the film.
No, it looks
Yeah.
like such an adventure.
Now, to be fair, the Zootopia trailer, I kind of felt the same way. I was like, oh, this looks like I'm gonna see it. I'm sure I'm gonna love it. But the trailer didn't sell me on it. Like the fact that it's a Disney animated movie is what's selling me on it. I think it's interesting that they're not promoting it as a musical.
No.
At all. Like, if you didn't know it was a musical, the trailer sure wouldn't tell you.
No.
Did they forget that Frozen was a big hit as a musical?
I think there's still a couple trailers to come out.
Sure.
So
Nothing has led us to believe it's a musical. It's very weird.
the first teaser definitely did.
You think so?
Yeah.
All right. Well, what was your favorite part of the trailer then?
Okay, there's a couple parts where
Very rock heavy. Very rock heavy.
oh no.
You don't think so?
Comparative to the other teasers? No, this is like the first trailer we actually got most of Moana.
I want a water meet and greet. That's what I want. If the water's a character, I want a water meet and greet.
There were a couple times where she has, if you like watch the trailer in depth and analyze it, there's a couple scenes where she has her hair in like a bun. And I was like, oh, that's interesting.
Wait a second. That's what you liked about the trailer?
I'm just saying.
You're hoping for multiple meet and greet costumes. Is
No.
that what you're hoping for? Instead, normally you're like, ooh, she got a different dress on. You're like, ooh, she got a different hairstyle.
There's definitely, I noted, I picked a lot of the story up from the trailer.
Okay.
There's a part. I mean, if you guys want to analyze the trailer, like I did,
Do it.
But there's definitely parts during like the coconut people scene where I think they're obviously after. There's a moment where she's like, if you like freeze it, she's holding this like green stone, and I'm like, what is that green stone? And then it shows up in multiple clips too. So obviously that green stone is something. Mark my words, there's a green stone in this movie.
It's kryptonite.
Who knows what it is? It could be the entrance into the realm of monsters.
Well, did you replay in slow-mo and analyze, or did you read a lot of stuff analyzing it?
No, I did that, and then I read a lot of stuff.
Wow.
And then I watched a lot of stuff.
Okay. So
I'm excited.
you're excited? Listen, I'm excited for Moana as well. I'm just saying the trailer didn't sell it to me.
I'm so excited.
Okay. Well, her hair's in a bun.
So excited.
Her hair's in a bun, ladies and gentlemen.
Hair's in a bun.
How many different hairstyles did she have throughout the trailer?
She had a couple.
She had a couple. Nice. Let's see what else happened. This is interesting. The sword and the the sword and the stone came loose in Disneyland Paris.
Yeah.
Oops.
I mean, obviously that person was just like worthy.
It's Paris. Disneyland Paris has a new king, ladies and gentlemen.
Sorry.
And it might be a woman. I don't even know who it was that pulled it out. But yeah, if you don't know, the Magic Kingdoms have a sword and a stone from the film Sword in the Stone. And it's everybody tries to take this out. There used to be a whole ceremony here at Disneyland where like one kid a day would take it out. Mm-hmm. Magic Kingdom, did they do that?
Yeah, I believe so.
And then I don't know if Paris does or not, but in any case, there's some mechanism that makes it stuck in there unless they want to trigger it for a child to pull out the sword and the stone. Well, somebody tried at Disneyland Paris and it worked.
They got the sword.
They got the sword. The stone's empty. And that's a problem.
Although the person did take it to a cast member and was like, I did this.
I would have said free souvenir.
Yeah, we'd be like, oh, I bought this.
Yeah, they sell swords, don't they? At Disneyland, they do.
But not that one.
Dude, that's crazy.
Now everyone knows that we would steal from a Disney park.
But it's the sword and the stone. Listen, I'm sure there's a plaque there that says if you're worthy,
you get to keep it.
Yeah, so
I'm keeping it.
I'm worthy. I think I laughed a lot when I read that. That's fantastic. Just curious, have you done anything? I know you've been in the park since this has been going. Have you done anything AP Days related?
I got free water.
Oh, yay. Is there popcorn this year? No popcorn, just water.
No, I went into the AP. So there was a line to get in. I waited like 10 minutes to get into the little outside area. And then there was a line to get into the inside area for like the meet and greet and stuff. But the water was outside. So I was like, oh, free water. And then
Free
I walked
water.
out.
Okay.
I got my button. I got my water.
During the second week, right?
Yeah.
I think so.
Coming to third week.
Yeah. Okay, so I've done nothing with it. Apparently, construction cranes are being seen around the Tower of Terror here at Disney California Adventure. It's going to be wrapped soon. So remember, we're always saying, oh my God, this seems like it's going to be such a quick turnaround. Well, apparently they're going to start working on the exterior before the attraction even closes. So that's happening. Let's see. If you didn't hear, Epcot Food and Wine Festival did begin. Yeah. Seems like nothing different than previous years, really. I'm not a food and wine guy, but you love it.
Yeah.
It's like your favorite. Yeah. But nothing.
Canadian cheese soup.
Canadian cheese soup.
So good.
Don't they have that year-round in the restaurant?
Yeah, but that's expensive.
Oh, okay. So now you can get it less expensive for a much smaller portion.
Yes.
Excellent. I think that does it for news this week. Anything you want to add?
I went to Disney, and I didn't do anything different.
Oh, well, that's fun. Nothing different. You did AP Days.
I did AP Days.
Yeah. Did you see Frozen?
I took a picture of Spider-Man. I saw Sensational.
What made you watch Sensational?
It was just happening.
Okay.
And then there was a spot.
Cool.
And it was in the shade.
It was in the shade. Yeah, it's been hot here.
Yeah, that was it. I
Cool.
saw a map.
You didn't see Frozen?
No.
Okay.
I don't have time for an hour.
Ain't nobody. Oh, come on. 45 minutes was not that much different.
Ain't nobody got time for an hour.
Okay. Well, I think, before we move on to trivia, I want to give a couple shout outs on iTunes by Jamie Rose, except it's like by Jamie Rose, not by Jamie Rose. By Jamie Rose, thanks for leaving us a 5-star written review on iTunes. It is always appreciated. Also, got a shout out to Heather D17. Thank you.
Thanks.
For a 5-star review on iTunes.
Whoop, whoop.
So nice of them. So, Jamie Rose, Heather, thanks.
Bye.
Shout out. Bye, Jamie Rose. Thank you so much. Of course, it always helps people find our show if you leave a 5-star written review on iTunes, and you'll get a shout out. So, that's a win-win.
Yeah.
If you haven't done it yet, do it.
Do it.
You know who you are.
You know who you are.
Just leave a 5-star written review on iTunes.
Do it.
Otherwise, it hurts us.
It does.
And everybody who can't find us because you haven't left a 5-star written review. Have I guilt-tripped them enough?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And I do want to remind you, there is a cool Newsies contest going on right now. This is the last week to enter. So make sure you go to DisneyCoastToCoast.com, click on that contest page, and then enter for the Newsies prize pack. But that's all I got to say.
Oh.
So that means it's trivia time. Patrick, would you like to hit me first?
Sure.
Okay, let's hear
I'm going to go first. You're not going to get this. I almost guarantee it.
It's Marvel related.
It's definitely Marvel related. And definitely Doctor Strange related.
Okay.
But we talked about Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
And specifically, there is a very important item that Doctor Strange wears that gives him kind of his power. Also, it is rumored that this item also is carrying an Infinity Stone, specifically the Time one.
What's an Infinity Stone?
Sweetie.
Sorry.
Sweetie.
What's it? It's a Marvel thing, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Also, it is the medal you get after you finish the Doctor Strange 10K.
Okay.
Do you know what this item could be?
Yeah, it's Moana's green rock.
Oh, you are very close.
Is it a green rock?
Actually, the Infinity Stone, the Time Infinity Stone, is green. So
yeah, I knew that.
But it is called the Eye of. I'm gonna pronounce it wrong, probably.
Okay.
Agamotto. It's Agamotto.
No, it's
Agamotto.
Agamotto or Agamotto. Agamata.
Yeah.
It's
an amulet he wears.
Okay.
It's like an eye. There's a green glowy thing in it. People are saying it could be the Time Infinity Stone because we haven't seen all the Infinity Stones yet.
Why are they always like green glowing rocks?
They're not. There's only one that's
No, I
green.
mean like kryptonite.
That's
like,
DC.
No, I understand that. I'm just saying in the superhero world, I feel like there's always like
This is just the green
glowing-
Infinity Stone. We've seen the purple one in Guardians of the
All
Galaxy.
right. It's like lightsabers. They come in all different colors.
Yeah, the Infinity Gauntlet
Yeah, I know. Sure.
with the gems. You gotta get all the
Absolutely.
stones.
I know. I'm
for Thanos.
looking for them all.
Okay.
Now, wait a sec. If this is what you get when you do the 10K or the 5K, which is why I'm sure you're doing it,
No, I'm just doing it for fun.
running is not fun.
Running for funsies.
But is it possible to do every race and get all 5 Infinity Stones?
Well, you can yes, but you have to do the Infinity Gauntlet, which means you have to do the 5K, 10K, and half marathon.
Okay, that's genius.
Then you get the Infinity Gauntlet, and
That's a
on the
win.
back it has an Infinity Stone. However, you had to do that back to the start of Marvel Superhero Marathons. So you had to do last year. Last year's was the first year's.
Okay.
So unless you started last year's, you're not going to be able to collect all of them.
Or you can check eBay.
Well, you can check eBay.
But no, that's cool. I wish they had known that was going to happen because that would have been a really good marketing.
Because all the Infinity
thing.
Gauntlets have an Infinity Stone.
Nice. Well, all right. I'll give myself a C for that answer. C plus.
No, not at all.
Come on, I said green thing. That's worth
It's
something.
not a green
Remember
thing.
when you were in math class and if you showed the
It's
work,
the
you could
amulet, but the eye has a green
It's a green thing.
thing.
It's a green thing.
It's the Time Infinity Stone.
Okay, fair enough. You ready for my
Sure.
trivia?
Moana.
Has nothing to do with Moana. We were talking earlier about James Corden appearing in Aladdin for one night only.
Yes.
Another celebrity did this back in 2010. Yep, 2010. In a little show called The Lion King. Do you have any idea who this celebrity was that actually took on multiple roles throughout the show that night in several little cameos?
Yes.
Who?
They have it. They're in a TV show.
He or she is on an ABC television show.
I don't know his name.
Okay, you're wrong already.
Is it from the show Modern Family?
Nope, it's a she.
It's a she. Okay. She is from
A daytime ABC show. She is actually in The Lion King.
right now.
No,
Oh.
film. These are a lot of hints. People playing at home, have you figured it out yet?
I don't know anyone in the line.
She
James Earl Jones.
No. She did a voice in The Lion King, is on an ABC daytime show.
She was the voice of Nala.
Nope.
She was the voice of
She's on a show called The View.
Rachel Ray.
What? That's the chew, and Rachel Ray's not part of that.
Whoopi Goldberg.
Whoopi Goldberg, yes. She's the voice of one of the hyenas. I forget the names.
She was it's Ed. Oh no.
Oh, no.
You don't know it either, though.
I don't know, no. But everybody's going to comment below and let us know who it is.
No, I know them. I know them.
It's going to drive you crazy, isn't it?
It's something with an S.
No, so Whoopi Goldberg went in one night and she was Rafiki for a quick little scene, and she was one of the birds in the opening number. So she took on a bunch of different roles. I honestly don't know why they did this. I don't know if it was a behind the scenes look of a Broadway show on The View or whatever, but they did do this, and Whoopi is a theater performer.
Sid. That's
Sid, and what now we gotta get
it's
to
Whoopi's go. It's the weird one. It's the.
Well, look this up.
We're gonna do it. Ed, Sid. And she's not Ed, or she's not Sid.
Wait a sec.
She is
Lion King hyena names. Whoops, not the Lion Ming. The Lion King.
Lion Guard.
Hyena. How do you hyenas?
There.
Names.
We're doing it.
We're doing it. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Those are images. Let's see. Hyenas are packed. Blah blah blah.
Shenzi.
Shenzi.
Oh no,
Shenzi.
Where did I
Banzi,
come
and
up
Ed.
with Sid?
I don't know. Shenzi's kind of like Sid.
Oh, okay.
All right. Shenzi, Banzi, and Ed.
Where did that come from?
Wow, that Ed got a really boring name. That was like
I knew Ed.
the last.
I know that one.
Cool. Well, that's the answer. It's Whoopi Goldberg, and
I don't know where Sid came from.
you failed. I would say you failed worse than me.
No.
I gave you a tremendous amount of hints.
You think I watched The View?
No, but do you know Whoopi Goldberg's on The View? Yeah. Everybody knows Whoopi Goldberg's on The View. So you failed miserably.
No, because I said Whoopi Goldberg. You said green thing.
Yeah.
The answer was the Eye of Agamotto. I actually said the answer.
Ladies and gentlemen, you let us know. Leave a comment below and let us know
what answer is more close.
Yeah.
Whoopi Goldberg. The answer was Whoopi Goldberg.
You didn't really get it. I said
You
it.
just said a girl on The View, and I said Whoopi Goldberg. And then you said Whoopi Goldberg.
No.
The answer for mine was Eye of Agamotto, and you said green thing.
Your answer.
That's great.
No.
Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to stay tuned. You can catch us at Twitter,
said Rachel
Instagram.
Ray. His answer was Rachel Ray.
I just threw an answer.
She's not even on The View.
She was on The View once, probably. She was a guest on The View.
She's not even on The Chew. He was thinking of The Chew.
Go back and see if he said Whoopi Goldberg before I said Whoopi Goldberg.
Comment below and let us know who was closer.
I have Agamotto.
Okay, you let us know who is closer.
Whoopi Goldberg.
And we'll announce it.
Whoopi Goldberg.
We'll announce it on the next episode what you think. Definitely leave that, guys. Thanks so much for watching this hot mess.
I already went through this.
And of course, you can connect with us between episodes on places like Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Tumblr. Watch us on YouTube, listen on SoundCloud and iTunes. And of course, you can find all of that
at DisneyCoastToCoast.com.
Have a fantastic week, everybody. Bye.
Thanks for listening to Disney Coast to Coast. Have a magical day.
One of the best days of my life. I don't know if you felt that strongly, but for me, it was amazing. And we need to talk about it. And if we get to the news, we get to the news. If not, it'll get bumped to next week. Sound good to you?
Sure.
Does that work for you? Okay.
Sure.
Cool. So this past weekend, Sunday, September 11th, 2016.
Yep.
They shot Newsies live at the Pantages.
Yes.
For the movie theaters next year.
Netflix.
Yes, that was kind of...
iTunes.
Yeah, that was something that was kind of revealed by Tom Schumacher at the event, which is cool. Netflix, iTunes, hoping Blu-ray as well. But